Welcome, one and all, to this live stream of The Outer Worlds Murder on Eridanos. Good to have you on the program today. It has been quite an eventful weekend and week for the Oxhorn family. Good to have you on the program. Just getting the chats up here, but I'm glad to have an opportunity, a brief moment, to spend with all of you. As you know, I've got the nanny situation, which, by the way, there is light at the end of that tunnel. So I'm hoping that I've got a resolution soon. But until then, I'm watching the kids full time. The only reason I have a moment to stream right now is because I just put them on the bus for school. So the way they're doing schools here in Washington right now is they're doing like a split thing where half the time they spend distance learning at home and the other half the time they spend at school. So they finished their distance learning this morning and I just put them on the bus for school. So that gives me a few hours and I'm going to try to get a stream in. Hope you enjoyed the Fallout Tactics lore video for the weekend. The plot is definitely thickening. We met our first robots, this great mechanical menace to the west, at the Great Bend this weekend, and the upcoming episode on Coldwater is a tale of treachery and murder. And it's interesting. We get to learn more about General Decker's girlfriend, so that'll be interesting. I can't wait to share that with you for this weekend. I hope I'll get it done in time. I think I probably will. But today, right now, I'm going to be playing some more The Outer Worlds Murder on Eridanos. See if we can get a step closer to solving this murder mystery. We are live on Facebook and YouTube. On Facebook, it's good to see our returning friends, Quincy, Ryan, Matthew, Clayton, Jocelyn, Matthias. I hope there's not someone at the door. My dog is freaking out as if there is somebody at the door. And on YouTube, it's good to see all of the regulars, members, and Patreon subscribers. As always, Alt Grendel, John de Giamberadino, Lane Berry, Dylan LeFleur, Gertie, Uncle Matt, Gemma the Tea Lady with a Gold Derby, Sarah's Beauty Tips, Courtney Zayas, The New Guy, Don Quainton, Julian Z with a Gold Derby, James Bell, Slati Bardfast with a Gold Derby, Spencer Slavin, Daniel Holmes, Camilla Salvia, Vendettina Quintius, Ryder Wheeler, Deuteronomus. I'm so grateful that even though my inconsistent schedule, which I'm sure is really infuriating, has been a bother to us all, that you're all still coming by to enjoy the broadcast. I really appreciate it. News of the day, of course, they freed the ship that was blocking the Suez Canal. Yay. We can now all get our packages from Amazon. And, of course, CD Projekt Red just released a huge patch for Cyberpunk 2077. Today would normally be Cyberpunk Day, Monday, and I do plan to get back to Cyberpunk to finish exploring all of the side quests and some of the gigs and to see what this new patch is like, but I do want to finish Murder on Eridanos first. But yeah, patch 1.2, they released the patch notes on Twitter. Man, I hope you've got a glass of wine to go along with reading that book, because it's going to take you quite some time. Some guy on Reddit I was watching just now, before I started the broadcast, they superimposed the patch notes in a Star Wars Episode 4 meme where like they've got the Star Wars music and it's the scrolling text that goes by the screen. Yeah, it went on for like 5 minutes. That's how much text there is in this new patch notes. But yeah, they've been tackling a lot of the problems with Cyberpunk 2077, and I'm hoping that it's a good sign. I'm hoping it doesn't introduce anything new that's bad, and I'm hoping that it's a step in the right direction. And I do look forward to any DLCs that come out for the game, when/if they ever get to them, after they get the base game into playable order. Vendettina says, parenting is tough and rarely convenient. We're all happy to be here when you can fit it in. Thank you so much. Yeah, because of that, I'm not going to be able to do a 4-hour live stream today like I typically do. I'm probably only going to be able to get about 3 hours in, but This is a problem that won't be around forever. I'm working on finding a solution, and I have a few leads, so hopefully we'll get through this in a few weeks. Jocelyn on Facebook says, glad to have a stream today. Always makes the day better. Thank you very much, Jocelyn Ryan. And then Matthew Ryan says, so you can't make any jokes about the Suez Canal. That ship has sailed. Touche, Matthew Ryan. Touche. Cheers. I don't have my typical tankard with me today because my brother came over during the weekend and he was kind enough to make burgers for the whole family. But he decided to use my giant beer stein to fill it with all of the fat from like cooking the bacon and the beef. So now I've got like 3 inches of fat sitting in my beer stein, and I got to clean it out. I'm going to clean it out. I'm going to do that today after the program, but I got to scrape it out, and then I got to, it's like the fat just sticks. And I hope that my mug doesn't make my coffee taste like bacon fat now. Why would he use my beer stein for that? You're supposed to use like a tin can for that, right? Or just, why would you? I got to talk with him. It's just inhuman. So because of that, I've got my coffee in 2 cups today. I've got my main cup and my backup cup for when I finish. Alt Grindle says, hey, Ox, glad you're back, and that little ones are okay. And an arf for the dog. Yeah, I don't know what he was barking at. Maybe he just saw a squirrel or something. I didn't hear the doorbell, so I think we're okay. Julian Z says, hi, Ox. So glad you're playing this after watching the last stream. It has helped me notice things I didn't get at first and understand the ending a lot better. I now have higher praise for this DLC. Okay, well, I mean, you know more about it than I do now. So I'm looking forward to tackling some things, to tackling the plot as we get through it. Speaking of which, let's dive in. Oh, don't. There you go. Load game. Manual save. Right, where we last left off, we were in this office of this guy who is a nasty character. No Name says, drink the fat, love the fat. That was just beastly of him. I don't understand.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. This copy of TK contains 142 fewer pages than a standard copy. The missing pages were likely removed to create sufficient space for the hidden listening device inside.
Oh. Hey. We can pass an engineering check to say short-range transmission capabilities. The receiver must be somewhere nearby.
Inspector, please consider speaking into the device in order to trace the transmission and reveal the receiver's location.
Oh, we could say, whoever's listening, I'm coming for you. We could go moo. Or we can have the discrepancy analyzer amplifier come up with something. Let's see what the discrepancy amplifier says.
You can talk, discrepancy amplifier. You do it. Transmission analysis complete. While the precise location of the receiver could not be pinpointed, it has been narrowed down to a smaller, approximate range.
How long has this been here?
Analysis inconclusive. However, there is a minor accumulation of dust particles present on the book's uppermost surface.
We can examine the surrounding area.
The area within a 0.5 meter radius of the book possesses a dust coating comprised of at least twice the number of particles.
Wild guess, the bug was planted roughly a week before Helen's death.
That is highly likely, Inspector.
We can conclude the examination.
What's that you found? No, wait, don't tell me. Let's save it for the big reveal once you've solved the case.
You got it, Sedrick. We found a bug. Let me give his office a thorough scrubbing. Because if there was any place that was going to have lots of clues, it would be his office. Pavel says, I said about a year before that Fallout Tactics was worth a try. When you found robotics captives, there is another moment that makes me laugh out loud. I will not spoil it now. Okay, thank you very much, Pavel. I'm looking forward to exploring that moment. Highlights HOF says, been binging your Fallout 4 lore. It's so good. Well, thank you very much, Highlights. I'm glad you've been enjoying it. I know that I've already finished most of the Fallout lore, but there's still a bit more to go. I'm not done till the fat lady sings. Can we say that term, that expression, or is that no longer sensitive? Can we no longer say fat lady sing? Anyway, the fat lady has not yet sung, so we've got more Fallout 4 lore to go. Okay. Well, I have thoroughly inspected his area. All right, now we have a couple of quests down here. We need to go talk with what's her name, and actually, didn't we do that already? Julian Z says, Ox, you should have tasted the dust. I should have tasted it. I wish I could go back. I don't know why it locks me out of one. Why can't I do both at the same time, you know? But no, you choose one, you get locked out of the other. Claire says, good evening, Oxhorn. I hope you're keeping well. I have just finished this DLC. I loved it. Take care and stay safe. Thank you very much. I've got a bit more to go. All right, we need to go to Ludovico. We need to go to the Prophet of Profitability. We need to speak to the chef. We need to find the bugs transceiver. There you go, Lord of Blight. And then the side rogues, find the smuggled cargo. And, all right, so this is the one. Cassidy. I talked with Cassidy. Let's start with talking to Ella Tinsley about the missing cargo. Well, which one's Ella Tinsley? Foreman, I guess. Tyler says, I hope you and your family are doing well and staying healthy. Best wishes from my family to yours. Thank you, Taylor. I do appreciate it. Best wishes from my family to yours as well. Highlights HOF says, do you know if Bethesda is planning on making Fallout 5 anytime soon? I can't find much info on this, and I feel like you would know. I mean, I would hope that I would know, but I don't know. Like, I haven't heard a thing about it. I think the only people who know are, like, Todd Howard, and that's it.
Hi there. Sorry, this area is off limits to port vision. Oh, wait half a second. You're the inspector. Sorry about that. I'll buzz you right in.
All right, Slug Security. Being very accommodating. Thank you.
So this is where Slug houses all its completely legally obtained inventory,
Completely and illegally. Oh.
Is Fight Night still on then?
Yeah, we're on. I got 500 riding on Dr. Billy taking it all.
You bet on a sprat named Dr. Billy? What's he a doctor of?
Victory.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby.
Whoa!
The biology of this sprat is highly unusual. This sprat has been in contact with multiple parasites, yet shows no symptoms of infection.
Oh, we could pass a medical check, but I don't have it right now. Well, I don't get it. How did the Sprats survive infection?
Sprats possess highly adaptive immune systems capable of developing immunological memory with extraordinary speed. The unique immunological subsystem found in Sprats is advantageous in fending off parasites, pathogens, and other biological threats.
Why is the Sprat so big?
A cursory analysis of this organism's anatomy suggests it was bred deliberately for its unusually large size.
What would anyone want with an unusually large Sprat for?
Based on slug records of board-issued punitive sanctions against SubLight salvage and shipping, this Sprat is most likely intended for cage fighting.
Interesting. All right, before we go to the quest objective, let's walk around a bit.
Slug certainly goes out of its way to make it seem like they're trying to hide their illicit activities. Quite the denial of reality.
Hidden gambling room. Pick up all in. All in. Ooh, 2,528 DPS. How does that compare to this one? What? What? Holy cow. What? This is insane. Sometimes when the chips are down, all you can do is take a chance and go all in. Okay. What? Oh, was it an assault rifle that I upgraded? Force Magnum. Why is the DPS on this so much greater than my level 36 upgraded light machine gun? Wow. This is only level 33. Sometimes when the chips are down, all you can do is take a chance and go all in. Special effects stagger. All right, well, there's my Spectrum Gatling. That's my shotgun. That's my carbine. Man, they're giving me so many cool new weapons, I gotta choose which one. Well, let's put this in place of that for now. Cool.
Hey there, little buddy.
Hey there, little guy. You doing okay? One floor at a time.
Wait! Maybe this N-ray warning isn't decorative.
Oh my god. Sounds like these guys are thick. They don't heed an
I didn't even know they made Raptidon erotica.
Warren Harold says, look at your light machine gun's condition. Oh, is that what it was? Oh, yeah. My condition is all the way down. 6.9%. And this is in pristine condition. That's my tactical shotgun. This is at 100% condition. Well, that explains it. Grievous Reborn says, any more disturbing drawings from your daughter? She has a lot of drawings. Very few of them are disturbing, thankfully. That goes to the spaceport. Welcome, valued employee. Please insert your key card to continue. We can pass a hack check of 105 to hack the terminal. And we can then check incoming mail from B. Chan, subject Re. It happened again. Pens, soda. I'll never understand where you get the energy to care about this crap, Tinsley. I don't know what to tell you. Pretty much the only ones that handle any cargo are the automechanicals. You can come look at them if you want, but even I have better things to do than to help you exact justice on a void-damned pen thief. Then, from Tinsley to Chan, Benton, we're missing cargo again. Just random crap. This time we lost 5 boxes of blue pens and a couple of purple berry sodas. I can't see a pattern. We got all those Deadeye Mark IIs in the other day, and not one of them went missing, so it's not like the skimmer's going for the most expensive cargo. For far as I can tell, the crap's getting skimmed from the crates before they make it inside freight storage and processing. Could someone be breaking into the shipping yard at night, do you think? From B. Chan, subject seriously, to Tinsley. Ella, tell whoever snuck over to the shipping yard and messed with the loading automechs to go to hell, will you? Those things break down enough as it is. And I'll be damned if I'm going to haul cargo around myself. Outgoing messages. To B. Chan from E. Tinsley. Hey, question Ella Tinsley about the missing cargo. That fixes that. Now we need to find the bug receiver. Okay, so this is the same email chain, and this is her response. In that case, there must be a problem with the automechs. I'll swing by when I can see what's malfunctioning. Besides you, haha. And this is her response to the previous one. Okay, but you have to admit, it's a little funny to see an automech dance. Not my fault they're so damn easy to hack. Seriously, a primal could do it. And here's the list of the missing cargo. Here's the list of what's missing so far. Or at least everything I've noticed. See what I mean about there not being a pattern? 8 cases of Purpleberry Punch, 2 boxes of pens, blue, 16 pallets of cacao milk, 300 small portrait images of S. Woolrich, additional shipping instructions, handle with care, law. Would I like to fold these in half? 3 Mark 7 cranial protectors, 7 sets of protective clothing with safety harnesses from Aramid Ballistics, 2 cases of Lemon Slap, 10 Spacer's Choice Sabers, 25 cases of Blasting Agent, 3 boxes of Dark Matter Bars, 4 cases of Nanner Spank. I ask you, Benton, who would steal Nanner Spank, let alone pictures of Spencer Woolrich? If the thief wasn't skimming from Cedric Kincannon, of all people, I'd figure they were doing it for kicks and giggles.
You're the inspector, aren't you? Boss Kincannon said you'd be by about the cargo that's been going missing. Gosh, this is so neat. A real-life inspector. What's that like? Have you solved any mysteries yet? Ever had to shoot a suspect?
What, you've never shot someone?
Well, yeah, but they weren't suspects. Right, so the missing cargo. How can I help your investigation?
Mike Langston says, love watching the streams. Thank you, Mike. The Dark Seraph says, if you're invisible and you close your eyes, you can see through your eyelids. Oh, can you see through your eyelids? Oh, I see. It's a metaphysical question. If you're invisible, but you then close your eyes, can you see through your eyelids? I mean, after all, light is passing through the atoms of your body, and your eyeballs receive light. And if light can pass through your eyelids, then, wow, you could never close your eyes. We should write to Marvel about this. They probably want to know. Glad we brought this up. Jocelyn Ryan says, sorry to have missed Scotch and Smoke Rings last week, but I caught the replay. Here's a dad joke to make up for it. The mystery of how my luggage worked has been solved. It was an open and shut case. Thank you, Jocelyn. What has the culprit been stealing?
That's the weird part. There's no pattern, far as I can tell. The thefts don't make sense. I ask you, who would steal a handful of Spacer's Choice Sabers, so dull they can barely cut mud, but leave the spectrum black? Ugh. Who'd be desperate enough to want to steal a Spacer's Choice Saber, full stop?
Escher DeLuke says, Ox, I think you're really silly. Well, you're not wrong. I'll take it. An idiot. Sounds like our perp's not fencing the stolen goods. The criminal mind is strange and unknowable. Low-class scum who can't tell Spectrum Black from Nanner Spank? Let's go with 2.
Yeah, probably not. No one's dumb enough to think Spacer's Choice Sabers are worth half a damn. Then there's the most recent theft. 5 boxes of pens and a couple of sodas. I can't decide which one's sadder.
Well, I see what you mean about there not being a pattern.
Well, I'm no inspector. If there is one, I'm sure you'll find it.
So who has access to the cargo?
Everyone here at Freight Storage and Processing, for a start. Thing is, the cargo is going missing before the shipments even get to the warehouse. Best I can figure, it's probably getting lost in the shipping yard. As for who has access there, Benton Chan, he's the shipping yard manager. He told me it's mainly just the loading automechs that handle cargo.
Well, if there's no pattern, and there's a glitch in the automechs, I mean, that would explain it, right? There wouldn't be a pattern if it was done by robots who weren't doing it on purpose. Or who were doing it as part of a glitch. Well, maybe there's a problem with the automechs, we can say.
Could be. Those things'll break if you so much as look at them funny. That's Benton's area, but don't bother asking him for help. Last time I asked him to check the automechs, the hull head told me he couldn't help because he was dead.
Is he dead?
Brain dead, maybe. But no. My point is that if you think the automechs are a lead, you'll have to check on them yourself. Hopefully, you're mechanically inclined.
Well, that's enough for now.
Oh, before I forget, I figured you might want to access my terminal, so I had a spare keycard made. It's all yours.
It's extremely kind. Anything on there I should know about?
Oh no. I forgot to delete all of those incriminating messages I sent about which cargo to steal. Nah. I do have a list of cargo that's gone missing, though, if that helps any.
All right. Well, this has been a very small area. I think we've pretty much explored it all, except for going out this door. Now, we do have to be careful because it's restricted access, but we have the little projection thing. So let's try it, see what happens. Oh, this loading slide is my least favorite. That was close. Gonna let it recharge. Ranker says if you were invisible, you would be blind, as light would not be able to hit the back of your eyes. People could also see your stomach contents. Unless the invisibility... Well, I mean, it depends on what the invisibility is. Is it a biological mutation, as in it only affects the cells of your body? Or is it like a spell, where it doesn't go by the laws of physics. It's, you know, paranatural. It just affects like everything about you. If it was like a spell, like magic, then it could affect the contents of your belly and bowels, for that matter. But if it was like an inherited thing or part of a mutation, then yeah, it would only affect what was actually you. That is, your DNA, your atoms, your cells, everything your body produced or imbibed would still be visible, which is a disturbing thought.
Taking a break? Don't let the boss catch you.
Oh, I'm gonna get in trouble. I'm gonna get in trouble. I'm boned. I'm boned. Oh, I gotta get out of here. Gotta find a way out. Without getting caught. There we go. Right. Receiver location. Let's see. Next on that was, you discovered a listening device in Sedrick's office. While the discrepancy amplifier couldn't identify the exact whereabouts of the device's receiver, it was able to narrow down the general location. All right, let's go there, and then we'll continue with this one, which is the two rogues. I believe that's going to have a tie-in, because we've already got a cargo smuggler, so we need to go back there and find the cargo. So the listening device is coming from here. Well, well. A bathroom?
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. Transmission endpoint discovered. The receiver in this book matches the transmitter to the listening device found in Sedrick's office. It's somewhat grime-covered.
Ew! How long has this been on the ground?
Based on the accumulated mix of sludge and detritus, the receiver has been present since approximately a week before Helen's death.
Any clues as to who put it here?
Due to the high level of foot traffic in this area, this unit is unable to determine who placed the device.
Well, we can take the receiver. So somebody's sitting in the John, listening to private conversations. Well, we need to investigate the shipping yard about the auto mechanicals now. Caesar says, what about technologically made invisibility, like with Pip-Boys in Fallout? I think that would fall under the magic category, because it's not actually altering your DNA. I believe the Stealth Boy works much like the Chinese stealth armor, because after all, the Stealth Boy technology was derived from the Chinese stealth armor. The stealth armor is just a suit you wear. It doesn't actually change your biology. It just goes over you. Kind of like the invisibility cloaks we have in our own world, which, you know, it's a limited technology now, but they kind of just bend light around it. So, yeah, you wouldn't be able to see somebody's stomach contents. You would still be able to see out of your eyes, because it's not altering the makeup of your eyes. It's just shielding your physical body from sight, I would guess. Aaron Doyle became a Bronze Ox. Thank you very much, Aaron Doyle. So, now we need to sneak into the yard for a number of reasons. Let's go back to security and read that terminal real quick because that's going to give us the number. Wait, what was this? No, we read that. There was one terminal that had a number on it. I think it was in here. Shipping manifests 258. Nanner Spanker. No, SubLighter. Rat King. Number 2443. 2443. All right, let's quick save.
Step lively, friend.
Yeah, sure. Oh, how am I going to get out? I don't have enough to get out. Can I leap over that?
What?
Okay, so there was nothing back there. Let's try going through the front.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby.
Reminder, this unit is worth more than your entire extended family.
Inspector, this loading automechanical's programming does not match factory default settings. The standard defensive protocol has been modified to include an additional trigger.
Aaron Doyle says, longtime viewer, thank you for helping me enjoy the worlds of Fallout even more. You are the man. You're welcome, Aaron Doyle. Doyle, thank you for watching for as long as you have. You are the man. Define standard defensive protocol.
For Type K-19 cargo transport automechanicals, defensive protocol is triggered by attempted interference with cargo, or its transportation, or attempted destruction of the unit. Once triggered, defensive protocol targets the perpetrator and applies lethal force until the target has been deceased for a minimum of 3 minutes.
We can try to identify the new trigger.
There is a directive in place to initiate defensive protocol should an unsanctioned data log installed in this automechanical be removed.
Interesting. We can scan for signs of unusual behavior.
Slug automechanical maintenance records indicate this particular unit is frequently reported as out of position or missing for periods of time.
Let's have a look inside this auto mech. Quick save, in case I want to pass a mechanical or engineering check later on.
Loading automechanical unit K-14 is fully operational at 99% power. Please designate the cargo to be transported and its destination. How can this automechanical assist you?
Hi, I'm here to look at your data logs.
Certainly. Access panel is now unlocked.
We can mash all the buttons and hope one of them does what we want, or we can view the most recently added data log.
Ejecting data log 17C. Alert. Failsafe protocol triggered. Kill mode initiated. Preparing to end user.
Wait! I have questions.
Understood. This unit is programmed to facilitate user queries. Kill mode pause. User termination to follow.
What's on the data log you just ejected?
The ejected data log contains instructions to move cargo shipment 6-8-7-5 outside the boundaries of the shipping yard. It also contains instructions to move randomized cargo shipments outside the boundaries of the shipping yard at intervals of 1 to 4 days.
What was in shipment 6875?
Apologies. This unit does not have access to cargo inventory lists.
Thanks, now I believe I owe you a fight.
Kill mode re-engaged. Have a nice day.
Your life was merely an illusion anyway. Go.
Okay. Crap. I'm losing rep. I'm losing SubLight underground rep. Okay, can I do this? Can I do this without losing reputation? Anthony Friend says, Parvati equals non-angry robot. Oh, then I'd have to go all the way back. I wonder if I'm like hidden over here when it happens.
Loading automatic.
Let's see what happens if we mash all the buttons and hope one of them does what we want.
Ejecting data log 17C.
Same result.
Alert. Fail. Understood. It also
6875.
Kill mode re-engaged.
Trouble incoming, Captain.
Clean up the competition. Controller. Cut off. And owner not found.
So the robots all turn hostile. Maybe I just have to wait for the other robots to walk. There we go.
Loading. How? Sir.
6875. Oh!
Indicate a decaying body in the area.
I still died. Sam. Did you hear what Sam says? I detect a decaying body in the area. All right, let me try that again without being so.
Entering quiet mode.
Let me try my new machine gun.
How can... Sir. Kill mode.
Never lay down on something. customer. All germs and contaminants have been neutralized.
Thank you, Sam. Well, crap. Well, crap. Whatever. I'm not going back for Parvati, and I'll just take what I got. I don't understand. I hacked them so that they shouldn't. Okay. Well, at least the people aren't hostile. Now, oh, I'm not wearing armor. What? Why am I? Oh, my tech skills. That's what I wanted to get up. That explains it. Julian Z says, Ox, I'm sure there's a setting or something weird on Ox, but it doesn't show you checks you can't pass. When I did this, I saw 150 engineering check I couldn't pass, but then I put on some clothes to do it. Maybe it only shows you the check that you can't pass if you're within the ballpark of being able to eventually pass it. Alt Grendel says, chat says you need Parvati for this, for it to be a non-violent encounter. Yeah, I read that earlier, but I didn't want to go back all the way back for Parvati, so I'll take what I've got. All right, we need to return to Sedrick, but I want to get this smuggled cargo container. Looks like I passed it. I looked in this container. It was at the bottom. There it is, the smuggled cargo. A heavy package wrapped in brown paper. On the back, the words, Love Gladys, are scrawled in black ink. Nothing on 6847 or whatever it was. Okay, so we went back there. None of these are numbered, and we can't access any of them. Okay, so we went in there, and we went to the other one. We went into freight and storage processing. We went back here. And we went in there. Was there one more over here? I could have sworn there was like another building this way that we could have accessed. Looks like that's a dead end. Okay, well, let's go return the shipment we just stole. Hello. What's this? What? Whoa! Hunting rifle, assault rifle, plasma rifle, ammunition, gear, lots of stuff. Light machine gun, tactical shotgun. So it's a bit of an armory we found back here. Cool. Nothing I really want, but wow. Well, what's the other way? There was another path, wasn't there?
I wonder if all these cargo containers are stored here for any legitimate reason, or just to give SubLight more opportunities for larceny.
You're back, I see. Hope the law hasn't caught on to what you're doing. Law meaning authorities, that is, not the forces running the universe.
What'd you do to get arrested anyway?
This is gonna sound a little stupid, but I got a thing about mechanicals. Don't like the way they move or the sounds they make. Gives me the creeps. I was drinking with Dash in the cantina when a funny-looking one trotted up beside us. Seemed like it was some kind of monster, so I started yelling, banging on it. Don't know what happened next, but I think it involved another mechanical. I passed right out then, and when I woke back up, I was here. Not the most graceful thing I've ever done.
Well, I've got the cargo. What's next?
No complications? Grand. The recipient is Joseph Dempsey. He runs the Eridanos Dry Goods and Sundry.
I hope all this legwork is worth it. Huh. Okay. Dry Goods and Sundry. We know where that is, Mr. Dempsey.
Welcome back. The Eridanos Dry Goods and Sundry is just as standard and unremarkable as when you left it.
That's always nice to hear. I've got a shipment of something for you.
A shipment, you say? The only shipment I'm expecting is 100 pounds of salt tuna a week from now. And I certainly don't expect it to be brought by an inspector.
I like boneless bratwurst.
Is that supposed to be some kind of code phrase? It has no nuance, no subtlety. Sticks out like a bent nail. A constable could detect that from the other side of Eridanos. I learn about secret codes in my off time, for fun. It's never anything that I actually need to use, mind.
Okay. Well, we can say passing an intelligence check. I must have been mistaken. Guess I'll just surrender this cargo to the constabulary.
Wait. On second thought, you should let me take a look. Just in case it's something I ordered and forgot about. Follow me to the back.
Okay. What?
All right. So, as you can see, this actually ain't the most standard and unremarkable general store this side of Halcyon. Welcome to my black market. Whatever you're here for, weapons, Information. Contraband. Cane and ointment. I've got it. Sorry for the frosty reception. Had to make sure you weren't with the constable. But seeing how you're a freelancer, I hope I ain't got nothing to worry about.
Ryan2Gamer says, hello Oxhorn, I just wanted to make a suggestion of a very cool game that I found. It's called Greedfall. It's a lot like The Witcher, and it's just as fun. I've actually heard a bit about Greedfall. It's been on my radar. Maybe I'll take a look at it when I have some time. Nice place you've got here. Can I peruse your wares?
Regular wares? Sure. Currently waiting on my next black market shipment, so come back in a bit if you want to see those. Let me take that package off your hands, whatever the case. Here's your pay. Good doing business with you, especially seeing how you didn't take this to the constable. Would have been a mighty pain in my tail end.
Since I went through all that work to bring it to you, can I see what's in the box?
See? No. But I might tell you what's in it, so long as it's nothing proprietary, volatile, or breathing. Let's have a little look. Contraband weapon parts, a few chemicals for the crafting of high explosives. All fairly standard. Oh, and a canister of trimethyl sulfoxide. Where dimethyl sulfoxide is good at keeping folks in stasis, trimethyl sulfoxide is nice for helping refrigerators run. Useful stuff.
Refrigerators. Let's have a look at your stock. Melee weapons, high society cigarettes, steady hand. Onslaught. Attacks from this weapon that hit multiple enemies increase the wielder's damage for a short time. Two-handed melee weapon. It's unique. I'll buy it. I've got the money for it. Let's sell junk. Repair all equipped. 36,000. Oh, wait, no, that's how much I have. 539. Right. Okay. Yeah, I think we're good to go. Now, let me check out the DPS on the weapon now that it's repaired. Oh, I didn't repair it because it wasn't equipped. Right. I'll repair it back at the ship. Okay, so it says Little Black Market, and we're not seeing anything pop up on our discrepancy magnifier, so... Dash. What a name. Dash Whitlock. Or Whitlock.
Hope the job's coming along well. No sign of the constable, which really makes me more nervous.
One package of questionable goods delivered and signed for.
Excellent. Let's divvy up the payment 3 ways and we can consider this matter settled.
We could take the pay, we could argue for more, or we could adhere to our word and give him his share.
Thank the law. Should be just enough to get Cass out of her damn cell. I guess breaking even is better than leaving with your partner in the clink. You might not be Hawthorne, but you can sure resolve a problem like he could. Maybe better. Thanks again for all your help.
You're welcome, Dash Whitlock. Done and done. Now... return to Sedrick.
Inspector, to what do I owe the pleasure?
I solved your cargo skimming issue.
Ooh, I love this part. The big reveal. So tell me, what happened?
You've got a serious security problem.
What makes you say that?
Oh, we can pass an engineering check of 70 to say somebody bypassed the loading mech's security systems and rewired them to skim random goods.
Damn, you're good. Hacking the automechs. So that was our skimmer's game. But why? Everything that was stolen has seemed random. I certainly see no pattern.
Rookie says, hello, Ox. Please acknowledge my existence. Thank you. Rookie, your existence has been acknowledged by me. You're welcome. And thank you. The culprit didn't want you to. It was a cover-up.
A cover-up. I see. The random theft was a smokescreen to hide what the culprit really wanted. I must say, Inspector, you've done excellent work on this case. Then that just leaves how the culprit knew where their true target would be, or indeed, that slug would soon possess it.
We can hand over the receiver. We can dramatically slam the receiver down on the desk. Oh, we could pass a sneak 45 to say, check your pocket. That would have been cool, but I can't pass it. Or we could try to get some money out of it. I found this receiver. I'll sell it to you.
Careful, Inspector. That is trending dangerously toward blackmail territory. But by all means, have a few bits. I can spare them. Am I right to think what you found in my office earlier was the other half of this listening device?
Ooh, I lost reputation by asking for money. Crap. They could hear everything you said in here.
She, Inspector. She could hear everything.
Well, damn it, I better not have just investigated an already solved case.
That listening device was the missing piece of our puzzle, Inspector. I lent it to Halcyon Helen to assist her with role research.
Oh. How can I not pass this intelligence check? That's going to annoy me. So instead we can say, and she used it to research slug shipments instead, and he's going to correct me.
Unbelievable. I helped her. Gave her whatever she needed. I thought we were doing each other a good turn.
You helped her make money for Slug, you mean?
As though Helen herself didn't profit from her work. Please, this is a betrayal, Inspector. I do not take betrayal lightly. Helen should consider herself very lucky indeed that she is already among the dead, and that some other bastard beat me to putting her in the ground.
Dangerous talk for a man under investigation for Helen's murder.
Halcyon Helen is already dead. If I'd known Helen was stealing from me, I may very well have killed her, or had her killed. Alas, I did not.
Or maybe you did know, and this is all a show for my benefit.
Oh, that is good, Inspector. Now you are thinking in the manner you must if you intend to get to the bottom of this mess. I wish you luck with your investigation, though I doubt you'll need it. You'll find Helen's murderer. I'm confident of that. Now, if you'll excuse me, I must find a way to excise my anger that minimally damages my business empire. I expect it will involve shooting quite a lot of guns.
Well, we got reputation. Don't know if it's enough to... Is there a way to see our reputation with certain factions? Guess not. All right, Lord of Blight, we need to go back to Ludovico. Let's talk with Chef Anwar. And then we may go ahead and talk to the Productivity Queen.
Welcome back. Hopefully. Law-abide. Please, speak.
Oh, we don't have anything else? Well, we also learned something really interesting about Ludovico. Is she gonna get out? No, I guess she's stuck there. We learned something interesting about Ludovico from that terminal. Okay, well, so how many wings have we explored? Oh, come on. Come on. There we go. We explored all of the Purpleberry vineyards. We explored the Piraeus spaceport. We explored the pilot house. We just kind of need to explore this place over there. And I bet you the Prophet of Profitability will send us there. Right. We need to go back to the Purpleberry Orchards to complete that one quest. I'm kind of waiting until the plot gives us some indication as to which side we should side with. But they haven't yet.
Alert!
Skills are unrivaled.
I love this thing. Hey. Who did that? Why are you screaming, Vicar? Where was the other body? There it is. Sinistral Tiger says, finally got a chance to hit a live stream again. Thanks, Ox. Happy Monday. Thank you for watching. Happy Monday to you.
Be thankful the whole place doesn't smell this bad. It's surprising this pool is the only thing in such a state around here, considering how the elite usually comport themselves.
Looks like I haven't explored the pool yet.
Excuse me. The pool plaza is currently... Hello? Did you hear me before? The pool plaza's closed. There ain't even no water.
Okay, Dolph McAllister. Nice swimsuit.
Oh, you're that inspector. Right. Sorry, but the pool's currently closed on account of it stinking worse than my boss. What can I do for you?
You're a pretty heavily armored pool for a pool guard, aren't you?
Yeah, it's part of the job. I think I'm listed as a security consultant. But all that really means is that if I'm caught without this thing, I get put on pool guard duty. I don't know what happens if I'm caught without it on pool guard duty, but I know that I don't want to find out.
Why does the pool look all green?
Space me if I knew. I got here for my shift this morning and found it this way. They can't yell at me for this one, which is good, because a lot of folks seem upset by it.
We can pass a perception check to say this morning. So what happened just before the Spectrum Brown launch?
Gee, you're pretty sharp. Yeah, the reception party would have extended out here, but we had to close it off. What with the contamination. And now the reception ain't happening anyway. Can't do much now but wait for the stench to wear off. We found the individual hired to clean face down in a puddle of his own spit in the orchards. Guess he won't be helping.
Face down in his own spit?
Look, I call it how I see it. They found the poor slackwit alongside syringes enough to put down a herd of mantisaurs. His family will have to be fined. Rizzo should have been more careful about who they hired. They're lucky nothing got permanently damaged.
Something sounds off about this. I'd like to take a look around.
All right. You may want to visit the sun parlor. That's where that Rizzo's fool mixed the chemicals he used. Oh, and you could talk to Lily, my boss. She probably has some great advice. I saw her walk toward the bridge to the Purpleberry Orchards earlier. Reckon she's still there. Now, anything else I can do for you?
So I should have got this quest before I explored the Purpleberry Orchards. Well, I've got some questions about the pool.
So long as you don't want to go in, I can answer anything you like.
You said that Rizzo's hired somebody to do the cleaning?
Yep, still dead. Usually Rizzo's is pretty good at making sure the people they hire ain't got tripicale for brains. But that fella clearly wasn't worth trusting. I met him briefly once. Seemed level-headed enough, but that must have been just a front. Otherwise, he wouldn't have made such a mess of things.
Well, that's it for now.
Sounds good to me.
Looks like we can talk with him more once we uncover more about this mystery. Warden Harold says, to check faction rep, go to the character screen. Ah. Reputation. SubLight Underground Neutral. So I have more negative rep than positive at this point from killing all those robots, but maybe we'll be able to fix that. How about Rizzo's? Also neutral.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby.
Pool filter, a mechanical contraption for propagating chemicals inserted above through the pool water. Someone has scratched a sentence into the filter's plating. Irian was here. Pool chemical required. So we need to go find the body to get the chemicals to fix the pool. And I was just about to...
A sudden death knockout court. Surprised the Byzantines fancy this. We played it on a rudimentary court in prison. Sudden death being more literal than euphemistic.
All right, well, let's do what we were going to do. Let's go do the chef. And then we'll go back out to the Purpleberry Orchards. Because I hate getting distracted. Let's ask him about the chemicals real quick.
Hi again. It's like I just saw you. Pool's still closed,
So
unfortunately.
that name scratched in it. It looks like chemicals can be added to the pool filter. I'm going to attempt making a pool cleaner.
All sounds right by me. It'll be nice to actually have guests to guard. Sinuses that work.
Oh. We can pass a science check of 100 to say, I will concoct a solution to excise the odorous particles with severe efficiency.
All right. Yeah. I was thinking the same thing.
I'll be on my way. All right, Chef. Go, Chef.
I'm too valuable to die.
Right. Hey, Chef.
Yes? Are you here for the double rack of smoked sprat? Well, I'm sorry to disappoint you, but you'll have to wait. Oh, don't give me that look. Let me see if I can pencil you in for later. Actually, what am I saying? I can't do that. I'm booked for the next month. You'll have to make a reservation.
Ah, no smoked sprat? What about purple-berry glazed canid flank steaks?
Weren't you listening? We're reserved solid for the next month. I'm sorry, but you'll really need to order in advance.
Oh, I understand. Just give me some woolly cheese curds with fried nanners, and I'll stop asking.
Is this some kind of a joke? We're not able to take on new orders at this time. I told you.
Really? Not even braised cysty ribs on a bed of mock apple leaves?
No, we don't. Why are you doing this? Please stop.
Poor guy. Got any ketchup?
Here, just take it. Just take it and don't ask me for anything ever again.
Oh. Why are you talking about food? Don't you care about the crime that just occurred?
Crime or no crime, I must keep my head on my work. One does not simply become the head chef in all of Eridanos by fretting over irrelevant happenings.
Like murder? Well, I think you should fret. With this lockdown, you can't get any fresh ingredients.
Well, that's not entirely true. There are the purpleberry orchards and... No, you're right. I can't afford to skimp. Who exactly are you, anyhow? What is it you want?
Frankly, I don't know why I'm here. Everyone keeps telling me I'm an inspector. Probably not the best way to instill confidence into this guy. So we can say, I'm here to investigate Halcyon Helen's murder. I'd like to ask you a few questions.
You're the inspector? Here? Why... I mean, you may ask me whatever you want. I have nothing to hide.
You seem pretty wed to your craft. Were you in the kitchen at the time of the murder?
No. As it so happens, I was down in the employee break room. I wasn't taking an unsanctioned break, of course. I was merely fetching ingredients.
Oh, that's what we call it these days? So you said that you were the hotel chef. What's that like?
I prep dishes day in and day out for guests, and while I doubt their palates are refined enough for my flavors, the work is rewarding. After all, I can take pride knowing that I simply am the best cook this side of Halcyon. No one else can even hope to compare.
He sounds nervous. Did you prepare all of Helen's meals?
Of course I did. I would never allow anyone else to touch the meals of so important a guest.
You're sure no one else was involved?
Well, yes, I'm positive. Why?
Something about this isn't adding up. Why don't you tell me the truth?
How? Oh, fine. There may have been times I left Helen's meal unsupervised. Spencer Woolrich and Bellhop Owens were underfoot in the kitchen as I was preparing Helen's meal. Either one of them could have tampered with the food when I was fetching ingredients.
Alibi's a little thin here. Why should I believe anything that you're saying?
I understand your reluctance, but... Oh, I just remembered. The kitchen security camera. It'll prove I'm telling the truth about everything. Okay. Constable Keene has access to the security footage in her office at the spaceport. If you visit her, you can figure out what truly happened with Helen's meal.
Why were you being so evasive about leaving Helen's food unattended?
Well, it's a breach of professionalism, of course. Why else would I worry about it?
We can pass an intelligence check to say because some Halcyon food combinations turn to acid when unsupervised?
What? Truly? That's an alarming business oversight. Instead of volatile chemicals, the corporations should put barbiturates in everything. Everyone likes barbiturates.
Of course they do.
But I don't believe that was a risk with Helen's meal. I was, up to something else. I may have taken some time to engage in a teensy bit of recreational drinking, and consequently, I may have been somewhat less than coherent after preparing Helen's meal.
The best chef this side of Halcyon is cooking drunk. Any idea where I might be able to find Bellhop Owens?
Yes, but not specifically. Owens often procures exotic ingredients from the creatures at the Wilderness Exploitation Reserve. Our guests can be rather particular. Let's not talk about the incident with the Raptidon pheromone glands. It's always hard to say when Owens might be back. If I were you, I'd make a trek to the reserve myself. Otherwise, who knows how long you'll have to wait.
What was Spencer Woolrich doing around the kitchen?
Mr. Woolrich often finds the hotel's meals wanting. He seems to enjoy complaining in person.
Yeah.
While I could appreciate someone with a discerning palate for once, I believe that Mr. Woolrich simply enjoys the attention he gets from us. Though don't tell him I said as much.
I mean,
If you wish to speak with him, Mr. Woolrich can most likely be found in his suite on the VIP guest floor. He's usually there if he's not poking around here.
Well, that sounds like him. That's all I wanted to ask about. Guess we'll see if you're telling the truth.
Thank you for your understanding, Inspector. I'm sure you'll find the true culprit before long.
No Name says pineapple pizza with sisty bits. Boy, that's Domino's next big hit, I tell ya. All right, let's go up to the VIP area and talk with what's his name.
Aha! Always so nice. If you see...
Then we'll check the security footage. Then it sounds like we got to go to the Purpleberry Orchards again. Spencer! Where was he? Spencer Woolrich. I forget which side he was at. He was next to the... What's a bot? Yeah, Spencer. Here we go.
I could not have waited another instant for your presence. The Canes and the Canids, Act 2, Scene 6. I played a love-struck janitor. Ask me anything at all. I might even give you a straight answer.
I've learned a thing or two about your activities in the hotel.
Oh, have you now? Please do go on. Don't leave me in suspense.
I found a bottle of tainted liquor. Might have had something to do with your poisoning.
That, yes. Yes. I distinctly recall ordering an alcoholic beverage with my meal. This hotel is certainly bringing a new meaning to the phrase rotgut. Management shall receive the complaint to end all complaints. I'm quite used to being breathlessly watched.
We can't talk with him about him going down to the kitchen? Interesting. Right. Well.
Aha! To the lobby.
I want to check out the security footage. Speak with Bellhop Owens. Retrieve the kitchen security footage. Where is the security footage? Outside the hotel. Okay. Maybe there's like a security station somewhere. That's the Piraeus spaceport. Well, which one is which? Let's go here first. We already cleared that area. Oh, the constabulary. Yeah, he'll have the security footage. Adam W. says, Ox, I think you can talk to the actor after getting the footage. Ah, okay, I'll try that. Constabulary.
Welcome back. Hopefully, law-abiding individual. engaging guilt-tripping subroutines. You haven't committed any crimes lately, have you? Please speak clearly into this unit's recording instruments.
I need to acquire the Grand Colonial kitchen security footage from your archive.
All requests for security footage require a nominal compulsory bribe. Is that acceptable?
We can pass an engineering check of 70 to say, hold still. I need to examine your bit processing unit real quick.
Error. Bit processing unit has been removed, temporarily surpassing bit fee request. Funds will be requested from Rizzo's leadership with interest at a later date. Delivering footage. Thank you for your patronage. If you would like a wine recommendation to pair with that footage, please submit the requisite request forms. Is there any other assistance this unit may provide?
No. Okay, how do I watch the footage? I've got the footage. How do I watch it? Security footage from the Grand Colonial's kitchen at the time of Helen's last meal prep by Chef Anwar shows the chef working on the dish. Then Spencer Woolrich and Bellhop Owens enter. Owens hands something to Spencer, then leaves. Spencer then appears to say something to the chef, who turns away and walks off screen. Spencer quickly empties something into Helen's food and exits. So we can't actually watch it. We read what happens. Interesting. Spencer did something to her food. Let's go talk to the bellhop. Ah. We'll talk with the bellhop first to see if he can tell us exactly what he exchanged with Victor. Then we'll go back to Victor. See exactly what he has to say.
That's the last of them.
And I don't believe we've been over here yet, have we? Wilderness checkpoint. Note. Evan, remember cards tonight. If you don't show, I'll set a Raptidon loose in here with you. I'm kidding, but don't forget, you hear? I need help knocking Bay down a rung or three. She's had me writing field reports for her all week. Botanical Operations Building, cards tonight. Fritz. Have we read that already? Whatever Tube says, Ox, I'm stuck at work again. Got my earpods in. Hope all is well. Haven't seen you for a few nights, but his bless and as always, play on, sir. Thank you, Whatever Tube. Yeah, it's been a few nights. Hopefully my schedule will become less chaotic in the near future. That's my goal. We're working on it. Have I been here before? I must have been here and already opened the door. Does this lead to the Purpleberry Orchards? No.
To be backwards. I'll take your confession now.
My favorite guy ever. So we've got Bellhop Owens' corpse over there. That's Bard. Why is that Bard? Ah! Dead worker. Site 0451 field log. Tell Dr. Blossom we found more of those specimens. Jenkins had already started excavating the habitat when I arrived, and he's been in a usually good mood since I got here. Please send additional personnel for capture and delivery of specimens to RR and DD. Oh. I've got lockpicking gear, don't I? Lockpick 10. Lockpick 5. Ah! Short circuit. Ah! Looks like I can open it with the key card. If I can find the key card. Bellhop Owens invoice. A list of guest special requests, some drinks, some food items, and, tellingly, a recently fulfilled request for a fresh Terra Ray bile gland from one Spencer Woolrich. He did spike her drink with a bile gland. Why? We just found a cave. Let's take a look in there in just a second. Let's try my new machine gun.
That's good.
Okay, but we're not finding any clues down here. Ah! Safe key card. Yes! Let's go get that weapon. Short circuit. It's a long gun. Ooh, Spacer's Choice. Knockback effect. A simple solution to a complicated, noisy problem. Keep away from Ada. Wow. This is at 98 condition, only does 595 DPS. 1,219 DPS. I need to upgrade it. I can't upgrade it. Why can't I modify it? Can I tinker it? Yeah. 102. 106. 110. 457. Did I already do... No, I haven't done all in yet. 162. 298. 289. 507. I already did this, didn't I? Yeah, that's... It's going up to 5,000. Man, I really need to lighten my load. I'm collecting a lot of really cool weapons. Sweet. Well, it doesn't have a scope, so I've just got the iron sights. And I can't apparently modify it. That's the carbine I already had. That's the shotgun I already had. So I can only modify the weapons I already had, except for Onslaught, strangely enough. Oh well, I'll take a long gun with iron sights on it. Okay, so we need to go back and talk to Spencer now that we've collected a lot of damning evidence. I am curious as to what's over here, but we really don't have a quest that sends us over there just yet. So one thing at a time. Let's go talk to Spencer. I said Victor earlier, didn't I? I meant Spencer. Let's talk to Spencer. Then I think we'll go to the Purpleberry Orchards because we've got a few loose ends to tie up there in terms of fixing the pool, finding out what happened there. I'm saving talking to Ludovico until we've got a few more things to tell him. Ant says, I'm playing the DLC too. I hope there's more Outer Worlds in the future. They've created a compelling and original world to explore. That they have. And I agree with you. Well, let's tell the chef that he's in the clear. If we can.
Hello again. No new reservations have opened up, unfortunately, so I can't make anything for you right now. You have a look that screams, I have something to ask you about. Well, please, ask away. I have no problem with questions. Why would I?
Oh, we can't tell him that he's in the clear. Even though we have the security footage. Oh, they put a memorial out. Right over her chalk outline. All right, Spencer. Why did you put Terror Ray toxin in Helen's drink? And your own, for that matter.
You're here. I hope you have the photon proto-distributor, or we're never leaving this damn facility. That was from the Twin Spies. I played a sentient mechanical. Ask me anything at all. I might even give you a straight answer. Oh, have you now? Please do go on. Don't leave me in suspense.
So, quick question. What was it you wanted with a Terror Ray bile gland?
That damn Bellhop promised discretion. Well, if you must know, it's, an appetite suppressant. How do you think I keep my form so lithe? Terror ray glands keep me from feeling hunger pangs.
But I have security footage of you tampering with Helen's last meal.
Tampering? No, no, no. I just happened to be passing through the kitchen and saw a dish that looked good. If being hungry is a crime, you better indict 3/4 of Halcyon.
If the Terror Ray gland was an appetite suppressant, you wouldn't be hungry if you took it.
Oh, well, there's... Maybe I just wanted to see what was in it. Oh, law. What a pathetic defense.
Yeah.
As it so happens, I may not have had the Terror Ray gland acquired for personal use. I may have placed it in Bellamy's meal. But before you indict me, please, just listen. I wasn't trying to kill her.
Just what? Give her explosive diarrhea or what? Talk.
I will. Terror ray glands aren't supposed to be lethally poisonous. They're supposed to cause extreme lethargy, as if you'd inhaled several quarts of Spectrum vodka. She would have had to eat 6 or 7 of the glands to die, and even then it would be an extended, arduous process.
But why poison her at all?
I was just getting to that. I only wanted her to be incapacitated during the Brown unveiling. With her out of commission, the next available celebrity, myself, would get to host the unveiling. Please think twice about telling the administrator of my misdeeds. If he learns the truth, what's left of my career will be left in shambles.
Deservedly, you poisoned a fellow actor. I'm telling the truth about what happened.
What will happen when all of the great actors are gone, Inspector? Who will replace us? No one. That's who. There will be nothing on the aether waves but serials starring mechanicals. I hope it's worth it.
God, this guy. So we have a problem. Yes, she had poison in her system, but she also had a gunshot wound to the head.
Aha! To the lobby we go!
And we find no evidence that Spencer had anything to do with a gunshot wound to the head. However, we read a noise complaint about Burbage 3001 walking the halls at about the time of her murder. And we read in the terminal that Burbage 3001 was recently altered by Ludovico to have his weaponry reactivated. Outer Space says, "Hey Ox, love your work. I got quarantined on my 18th birthday. That was yesterday, and your videos are keeping me from losing my mind. Thank you." Outer Space, welcome to adulthood. I hope it's everything you dreamed it would be. I'm so sorry that your foray into adulthood starts with a quarantine, but Fear not, it will be over soon, sooner rather than later, and then you can make up for lost time. And I'm glad you're here. Well, we've got a couple of problems here. Report to Administrator Ludovico. Report to Administrator Ludovico. Report to Ludovico. Productivity Queen. Let's do the pool where the horror dwelt. Little side quest there. We can toss all these things, or we can hand all of these things into Ludovico when the time is right. And at the same time, maybe we can turn in the puzzle hedges. That sends us... Oh. Well, we have to go out first, of course. New cigar. So I've got about an hour left. I'm definitely not going to be able to finish the DLC today, but maybe in the next stream. The Sun Parlor. Pool cleaner, blue water coloring number 422 plus chlorensol, hydrogenated defoamer. Rizzo's employee journal. It seems Rizzo's has set me up with a rather straightforward task. Slug has an automatic mixer for the pool cleaner. If it's an automatic one, one would think it wouldn't need to be manually cycled, but I suppose I should be thankful if it works at all. Instructions. Mix the chemicals by cycling each vat. Then use the console to create a compound once you have the desired combination. Not exactly building a terraformer here, but no matter how simple these things are, some people will still have problems. Good that I've been at this for as long as they have. Chemicals. Chlorinazole, red number 1. Muriatic acid, green number 2, brominating oxalator, yellow number 3, blue water coloring number 422, blue number 4, and hydrogenated defoamer, orange number 5. Seems odd to store all of these chemicals together. Putting some of these together would render that pool less habitable than some of the sulfur pits on Monarch. Perhaps that's why they've decided to hire a professional. Beneath the entry, there is a note in different handwriting. Any opportunistic freelancer that reads this should meet me on the hotel balcony. I have a business opportunity. Speak to the mysterious note writer. Adam W. says, I commented with timestamp examples of your audio issues on your last Scotch and Smoke Rings to help you fix the issue. It's pretty noticeable on there. Thanks. I tried going through my audio setup. I basically just unplugged things and plugged them back in. Have you heard any audio cutting out during this broadcast? If not, then hopefully I will have solved the problem. View VAT number 1 status. Status, brominating oxalator. VAT number 2, blue water coloring number 422. VAT number 3, brominating oxalator. Mixed chemicals. Hold on. Quick save. Existing chemical and canister will be removed and chemicals and vats will be mixed into a new compound. No. Not until we find the right one. Blue water plus chlorenzol plus hydrogenated defoamer. So, 2, 1, 4, 5. Five. Orange. Why can't we do orange number 5? Because we don't have the right chemical. That's what he was going to get. We have to find his body. So we've got 1. Chlorinazole. Chlorinazole. We've got 4. Blue. Number 422. Number 4. Blue, number 422, number 4. We just need hydrogenated defoamer, which is number 5, and it's orange. We don't have that yet. So we can't mix it just yet. Let's go talk to the mysterious guy on the balcony. Then see if we can find the body. Ooh, pick up a cool... No, I won't need that right now. Let's see if we can go find the body to get the last ingredient.
Reminder, if you let your SAM unit be eaten by wildlife, it voids the warranty.
It really is stunning. I told you, didn't I? The view's fit to stop one's heart. Really? Considering the circumstances, that's the euphemism you decide to use?
Grand Colonial Hotel menu. Today's special, Saltuna fillet a la Helen. Salad, triple kale salad with peanuts, pea-free nuts, and purple berry glaze. Soup, Sisty soup with bread and woolly butter. Bread, B-R-E-D, bread, right. Entree, braised whole canid. Dessert, dark matter mock apple souffle. Cocktail, aerosol spritz. Too fancy for a peasant like me. Hotel balcony. Christopher Harrington says 415. Well, that's the order it's written on the board. I don't think the order matters. I mean, we're mixing them together into the same vat. I don't think it matters what order we mix them in. I could be wrong. We got a dead hotel guest. Right. Is that the one that fell from the balcony? Is that the voice I heard? Earlier when I was going inside to talk to the chef, did somebody just commit suicide? Whoops. Oh, okay. Hello, Donovan Matthias.
I saw you meander on out of the pool and into the greenhouse. Now you're here. Does that mean what I think it means?
I read your note, suffice it to say. I'm interested.
Good. If you're interested in burying the pool, I'm interested in paying you.
Why go after a hotel pool? Not exactly the most high-profile target.
Maybe not. Maybe I just want Rizzo's working relationship with Slug to implode for the benefit of Spacer's Choice. But you're right. It ain't high profile. And it ain't gotta be. Any damage to Rizzo's is cause for celebration. You ain't gotta concern yourself with my spite. Consider me an average Byzantine, and I'll consider you an average contractor.
So we've got a Spacer's Choice saboteur here. Okay, I'm in.
That's great to hear. Or grand, as the Byzantines are so fond of saying. Not that I ain't one. There's a chemical mixing machine in the greenhouse that has more than a few volatile chemicals. Mix them and render that pool unusable. Anything that ain't a cleaner should do. Dump the mix into the pool, then find somebody in Slug and tell them you did it for Rizzo's. That'll get those damn bastards into some red water.
Why Rizzo's?
They're getting a tad too cozy with your friendly neighborhood slugs. We don't want either gaining power on the board. Easier to do so if their alliance ain't so sweet anymore. Personally, I don't think we're going far enough. Rizzo's is all smiling gun hands and uppity scientists. Wouldn't mind bringing them down with some well-placed bullets, but if you're worried about this hurting your relationship with Slug, I wouldn't. The guard's thicker than the shit in that pool. Tell him you're with Rizzo's and he won't question it.
I'm confused about the time scale here. Did Rizzo's ruin the pool, or was that you?
This here's a messy business, friend. And when it comes to messy businesses, the rule's always the same. Don't get too curious, whether it's about Saltuna additives or espionage. Spacer's Choice didn't ruin anything. Rizzo's did. And ain't that a coincidence? But it's also gonna be Rizzo's that permanently puts that pool out of commission.
So he said yes, basically. All right, I'm off.
Dandy. Come on back once you've done your deed.
Honestly, I don't think I really want to sabotage the pool. If Rizzo's is going to fail, they're going to fail on their own merits, not because of sabotage. So, let's see what other options are in store for us. The Rizzo's employee's journal revealed the method to his madness. He's color and number coded the chemicals to create various mixes. It should be possible to recreate a pool cleaner using the chemical mixer in the sun parlor. Chlorinazola is red number 1, muriatic acid is green number 2, brominating oxalator is yellow number 3, blue water is blue number 4, and hydrogenated defoamer is orange number 5. It's not saying anything about the pool cleaner's body. Didn't he tell us that it was at the purple hedges? But the quest marker isn't sending us there. Oh. No, that's the pool water.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. Analysis reveals the chemical signature of this compound is 80% semblant of fertilizer used in the purpleberry orchards. The other 20% is semblant of pool water.
Okay. So someone put fertilizer in instead of the cleaner. But it's still not sending us to the purpleberry orchards. Looks like we have everything we need to mix the right agent. I just need to figure out the right order, I guess. I guess it is about order. Julian Z says, Ox, they don't have to be in the right order. Try cycling the other vats to see what they have. Oh, you're suggesting that they don't all have the same chemicals. I see. So what if we did... Oh, so this one doesn't even have number 4. That one has number 5. That one has number 4. That one has number 1. Okay. So 1, 4, and 5. Let's do a quick save. I think I got the right combo here. I have gained Pool Cleanser.
Have you seen the profit of profitability of late?
No, I'm afraid I haven't. Why do you ask?
I was looking forward to attending her seminar. The ins and outs of office doors, walking through the gateway to success. But no one's seen her.
Oh, Well, that does sound like an interesting talk. If you do run into her, sign me up as well, won't you?
The prophet has vanished? Uh-oh. Maybe that quest and conversation will be a lot shorter than I initially thought. Has she too been murdered?
Oh, thanks a million, Inspector. The smell cleared right up. Well, in a couple hours, the guests might even be back. Then I actually gotta start doing my job. Of course, we're not gonna get a follow-up shipment for the water anytime soon, so they'll have to content themselves on the deck. I got a little something for making my job that much less miserable. It's the key to our storeroom. If my boss asks, you never met me.
A key to the storeroom, hey! Well, we can pass a persuade check to say, a key? I think we both know my work was worth a little more than that.
I guess I can spare a few bits. And, here, this pack of smokes. Sorry, they don't really load me up with the goods. I gotta get back to it if you don't mind, Inspector.
Sure. Oh, and look at that. It's nice and blue. Yay. Irian. Why does that say Irian? Can we find that guy on the deck and see if we can talk to him again?
Something must have gotten lost between you and me. I seem to recall asking you to acidify the pool, not to do Slug's work for them.
What you wanted was wrong, plain and simple. Telling you I'd ruin the pool kept you from finding someone else to ruin it. I led you on. Or we can pass an intimidate check of 150 to say, I seem to remember you plotting against Slug. Don't want them to find out? Then pay up.
Huh. That kind of language is fit to make a fella sit up a little straighter. Even if you didn't have me by the collar, I might have paid you out of respect. Take your ill-gotten bits and my begrudging respect. Not enough hard-nosers in this stuffy damn hotel.
All right, and we didn't lose Spacer's Choice rep. Cool. Well, well, that was shortly resolved. Profitability Queen. Okay, that's why we needed to go over there. Right. Let's track down this Profitability Queen.
I'm thinking of reserving a wilderness safari. Wear a fancy hat, fire a rifle, murder some wildlife, you know. It could be quite scintillating. A rifle? The last time you tried to hold a firearm, you dropped it down a flight of stairs, triggered its automatic fire, and wounded 13 hotel employees. Well, I didn't hit anyone important. Come on, I won't mess anything up this time.
At least you didn't hit anybody important, you know, like a human being. So Wilderness Reserve, that's where we're headed. This was the last sighting of the Prophet of Profitability. Something tells me she might be in trouble. Also, we just got that key. Where would we go to use the key? The landing pad, perhaps? Test out my new gun.
Contaminants detected. Classification.
Oh, it's a shotgun.
Flawlessly finished.
Right, I thought it was a long-range rifle, but no, that's a shotgun. Shoot. I love it. Silvio Tran. Whoa, that looks like an industrial accident. Somebody got crushed under this loading container. Wormy says, afternoon, Ox. Got a job at last. Hard part is, may not catch most streams. We'll try to still catch Scotch and Smoke Rings. Still to impart dad jokes. Thanks for being here. Well, congratulations on the new job. And, I understand you do what you got to do. Career first, my friend. But when you have a chance, we'll love to have you by. Oh. Daltry Danger. What's with these names? Daltry Danger, 11.5 seconds. Silvio Tran, 12 seconds. Rizzo Ryder, 16.4 seconds. The Flying Slug, 17 seconds. Bucky Bellhop, 23.2 seconds. Purple Lightning, DNC. Is this some sort of part of some sort of black market race or something? There's the Bellhop.
Nice.
All right, well, up we go. Julian Z says, Ox, don't you remember the storeroom that you were trying to get into under the hotel in the employees' quarters? I should try the key there. Oh, right. Thank you. I'll try it out. After we track down this prophet of profitability. Nanner Spank. What an awful name for a beverage.
You know, I never imagined Spencer Woolrich would outlive Halcyon Helen.
If they intend to keep the wilderness inside their reserve, they might want to invest in a gate that can close.
Right, you'd think. Woolly cow.
I don't know what I'm doing out here. I'd rather be over at the cantina.
Legal hunting supplies.
I told you to call me Hunter. Come on.
Oh, right. Hunter, have you seen a little mechanical wandering through here? Might have been wearing my hat.
I can't say I have. I can sell you a new hat if you want. Or some fine, legally obtained hunting supplies. You could go get that mechanical thief yourself.
She's not a thief. She's lost. I just want her back. Oh, hey there, stranger. Don't mean to interrupt your business, but have you seen a stray mechanical wandering about?
I overheard your conversation earlier. You want to explain exactly what's happening?
Seems I'm running my mouth too much. My mechanical Betty up and wandered away a couple days back. I've been trying to track her, but the beasts make it hard. Personally, I prefer my organs inside my body. The shopkeep says I should buy one of his rifles and go looking myself, but like my machine, I'm not combat inclined.
SAM units excel at finding dirt in hidden places.
I know it's a pain, but I think I need some outside help. Job or no job, I'm not leaving Betty out in the wastes.
I didn't think mechanicals could just wander off on their own.
I'm contractually obligated to inform you that slug mechanicals are not notoriously inclined to malfunction, and any rumors to the contrary are slander. But yeah, usually even slug machines don't get lost on their own, so I guess I'm to blame. Setting Betty's search parameters is my job. Must have added a 0 where I shouldn't have.
Are you sure? Mechanicals malfunction, but all this feels a little unusual.
Hey, I ain't in the habit of intentionally losing company property. That'd be one hell of a violation. Besides, I'm rather fond of Betty. This is all just an unfortunate cycle of events. If you can help rectify it and get me my Betty back, I'll give you everything I got.
Okay, so it's like a pet mechanical. Well, what kind of mechanical is your lost charge?
Betty's just your standard tripod mechanical. Though she probably is still wearing my hat. Without it, she seems kind of naked. Her main purpose is cacao milking, but the only cacaos in the reserve are close. Without a directive, she shouldn't have had reason to wander away from the milking area.
We can pass a science check of 45 to say, hope it's not milking anything not a cacao. Almost all other beast milk is toxic.
You being genuine? I don't even want to think about how you came to know that.
All right, well, I'll keep my eye out for any suspicious mechanicals.
Hey, thanks so much. It would have been mighty lonely without her. Being unemployed, I mean. Be lonely being unemployed. If you find Betty, try sneaking up and hacking her. If you can't do that, finding a way to stop her current routines should send her back home.
Okay, so hack her, don't destroy her. Sneak up on her.
Welcome to Hunter Legal's Legal Hunter Supplies. I am Hunter Legal. How might I help you today?
That's a mouthful. Hunter Legal's Legal Hunter Supplies. He probably loves saying that. Interesting name your shop has.
I'm sure I don't know what you mean. It is a perfectly normal name for a shop dispensing hunter supplies.
Doesn't Hunter Supplies suggest that they're supplies for you, Hunter?
Don't get smart with me. I'm just a shopkeep.
Is this really the best place for a shop?
Where better to sell hunter supplies than in the depths of the wilds, surrounded by creatures that are just waiting to devour you. I've got an excuse, but the Prophet and her retreat don't. And they're even farther out. Prophet said I should gift her some rifles to improve my aura or something. I told her what she could do with her aura. Haven't spoken to her since. But you look like you're smart enough to not make the decision that she'll invariably regret.
Perhaps she has already regretted it. I'm investigating the murder of Halcyon Helen. Have you seen or heard anything unusual lately?
Unusual? This whole land complex is a failed wildlife exhibition turned hunting reserve. You can't go 10 feet without stepping in unusual. But I reckon you're asking about people unusual. I'd go have a chat with the Prophet of Profitability. Maybe she can intuit you in the right direction or something. But she is mighty far in the depths of the reserve. Perhaps you should purchase one of my fine armaments for the journey.
Of course. Let's see what he's got.
Hunter supplies. Get your hunter supplies.
Okay, Hunter. I get it. Good joke. Nothing terribly interesting. Everything we have found is much better. No armor. No legendary items. So much for hunting supplies. Alright, so we gotta find a missing robot pet named Betty wearing a hat. Gotta survive and not die to all of these animals. And find out what happened to the Prophet of Profitability. I guess I can't get up there. Hello. That's a storeroom. Doggone it! I should have Ellie here.
Sorry, but we're a little busy right now. I'm sure one of the other guys would be happy to give you a tour.
Lawrence, do you know who you're talking to? We always have time for the inspector.
The inspector? That's you? I am so sorry. We didn't know what we were doing. We're so sorry. It'll never happen again.
This seems like a strange spot to loiter. What are you two doing?
Oh, Law. It's all over. I told you someone would catch on sooner or later, Belle.
Lawrence, let me do the talking here. Inspector, pay him no mind. I'm sure you've bigger saltuna to can than us.
What did he mean by catch on?
Don't pay him any mind, Inspector. His upper story's a little gap-toothed, if you know what I mean. But seeing as you insist on sticking your, that is,
Since you're so curious, I'll fill you in on what we're doing. We, misplaced some people on our last tour. Misplaced them in the maws of some local predators. Now we're stuck here wondering how to get their room keys.
Oh. Their tour guides, their tour got eaten. Of course, their main concern is getting the keys back, right? It wouldn't be Rizzo's otherwise. Warden Harold says, I think Sam is affecting your robo-fear flaw. Well, I mean, both Max and Sam are giving me great intimidation, but I'm lacking on lockpicking and other things that are really useful. So you got your guests killed, and all you care about are their room keys?
Hey, we all got our priorities. Not worrying about those keys ain't gonna bring their owners back from the dead. Anyway, the sooner we get those keys back, the sooner we can make it look like the ex-guests checked out early.
You're trying to cover up the deaths of the missing guests?
Wouldn't you? I mean, the dangers were all listed in fine print on the waivers they signed. Least they can do is not destroy our reputation when they get themselves killed. We knew sooner or later this was gonna happen. We've got some hush money tucked away. If you can get those keys for us, it's all yours.
Say I got your keys. What's to stop me from telling your bosses what happened?
You kidding? You're welcome to.
Our bosses would want this situation resolved, just like us. We're the real victims here. The dead can't suffer anymore, but we can, and we will if we have to pay for all these lost keys.
You guys look like you need a break. I'll find those keys for you.
Did I just hear that right? The inspector is going to help us, Bill! Thank the stars.
We're not out of the woods yet. Let's just see what happens before we celebrate. We last saw the guests deeper in the wilderness, Inspector. That'd be a good place to look.
Try not to lose any more guests to wild beasts while I'm gone. Well, a bit of a conundrum here. I mean, this is a wild beast hunting ground. And these tourists came here to hunt wild beasts. And they got killed in the process. They kind of knew the risks going into it. And yet, they probably thought that they wouldn't really be in danger. So who's to blame here? Is it Rizzo's for having this ridiculous part of their park? Or is it the tourists who decided to just kill random creatures? I'm going to use my new shotgun. See how far that gets me. So what do we do when we find the keys? Do we take it to the constabulary? Or do we turn it in? Oh, I like it. I like it a lot. This thing, I like this thing. This is a nice gun. I like how all these creatures have human stuff in their stomachs. So we can tell that they've been eating. Snacking on people. Hello. What's this?
Commander, you ever wonder why they put lights on our armor?
No, Trooper. What about these tubes poking out everywhere? No. Trooper, stop asking stupid questions. Sorry, Commander. Company gives us a discount on Spectrum Brown.
I don't know what I'm doing out here. I'd rather be over at the cantina.
There's a killer on the loose, Inspector. Step lively.
Aetherwaves won't be the same without Helen. We're all gonna be stuck with Spencer Woolrich.
He won't be happy to hear that. All right, well, two paths.
Muting volume now.
Betty.
We got trouble! Everyone all right?
We got her. Betty the milk mech.
No cacaos detected nearby. Returning to slug maintenance worker. No cacaos detected nearby. Returning to slug maintenance worker.
Oh, that's a great hat, Betty. You look good. She was trying to milk some canids. Well, we'll have to head back and see if it's a happy reunion. Vince says, good afternoon, Ox. Did you know that Lance isn't a common name these days? But in medieval times, people were named Lance a lot. I'll see myself out, he says. After that, oh, I don't know. After that, Lancelot? Oh, phew. Thank you. Okay. Yeah, I don't think people were going to be named Lance anytime soon after Lance Armstrong. Probably not a popular name anymore.
Watch out! Infestation encroaches! Sentry mode activated!
Never anger a man of the cloth!
Oh, he's the most badass character ever. I say that every time, don't I? Sorry, it's not getting old. I just love it. Oh, that's a long way down. Anyone want to die in a gas giant? That's the way to go. Woo! Plasma propulsion pack. What's that? Perhaps it's something I'll need for another quest that I don't have yet. Unless it's a weapon. No, it's a weapon. Plasma propulsion pack. Heavy weapon. Ooh. Well, man, I got so many cool weapons now. Let's try that. Oh, yeah. Can't wait to try this out. Moodles says, so many said hello to me, so here you go, Ox. Well, thank you very much for your kindness, Moodles. We have a very happy and cheerful community here on the Oxhorn stream. You're in good company, my friend. All right, so all of this for a cool new weapon. I'll take it. I'm surprised my discrepancy analyzer hasn't picked up anything in this area just yet. I don't think I have to have it out to get it to work, do I? Well, it looks like we're rounding a big outcropping of rock here. I want to find more baddies so I can test out this new gun. Oh, yeah. So we got to go back. So that's all this explored. So let's go down that other path that brings us up here to explore these ruins. Gosh, how am I doing on time? I've got like 15 minutes. Max. 10 minutes, really. Feels so weird not having the full 4 hours to get something done. I feel like I'm rushed. But 3 hours, it's not a short amount of time. All right, let's see what's down here. We found Moodles, or we found Betty. Got a new weapon. Does this water just fall off? It falls off into the gas giant. Well, then how do they get new water? Seems like a huge waste to me. Surely they'd try to recycle it. I mean, they're on floating islands in a gas giant's atmosphere. Abandoned restaurant. Hey. Okay, it's cool.
Here's a little trick I learned in prison.
Alright, so it's basically a flamethrower. Okay. It's alright. I've never been big on flamethrowers in games like this. The damage is just so slow and hard to control. Julian Z says, Ox, for your information, that weapon does more damage at less range. Yeah, that's another reason why I'm not big on flamethrowers. You gotta get really close for it to be effective. And by then, they've got their mandibles in you. I prefer long range. Okay, so this is a ruin. Big ruin. Let's see if we can find a way inside or a way on top. Hello. Ouch! Okay, so... Well, I guess nothing on top, huh? There's a balcony there. I'm freaking on my ankles. I want to get onto that balcony. Can I get to the balcony? There's probably nothing there, but I want to be thorough. Let's go break another ankle. Whoa! Come on, let me up there. No! I just want to see what's on the balcony. No! I got it. Oh! Fine. It's a fast travel marker, too. That's the weird thing. Like, you'd think it would be something more important about it, but no. All right, we'll see what's over in the wilderness over here. Brian Sanchez says, wow, this is an early stream. Did you find your white whale, Ox? Also, Plague's Tale was incredible, and I couldn't stop watching despite it being 4 a.m. I'm glad you enjoyed it. I had a blast with the Plague's Tale. We'll continue on Thursday, same Ox time, same Ox channel, of course, for more of Plague's Tale. And, yeah, my streams now are opportunistic. I had a free moment, and so I decided to sneak in a stream. And I'm glad you're all here to join me. Zane the Insane says, Oxhorn, your parkour skills are amazing as usual. Well, I am here to impress. All right, well, we've explored the perimeter of this section. We found the restaurant. That's about it. We should be on the northern side here. Looks like there's a ruin up in here, and then this entire plain we completely bypassed. We haven't found any keys yet, so we need to find the tour that went awry. See if we can find their keys in the next 5 minutes. Tracker?
I don't know what it is you're looking for, stranger, but I reckon you better get. I've had about enough of you and your ilk coming by with your searching questions and expectant looks. I know you with those void-damned hunters, and I know what you want. Well, you ain't getting it.
Julian Z says, Ox, there is a unique weapon there. Did you get it, melee? Where? A unique weapon where? At the restaurant? I searched all over that restaurant and I didn't see anything. Easy there, old-timer. I come in peace.
Oh, please. Don't insult my dang intellect, stranger. Nobody ever visits just because they want to gab with old Cyrus. No, they either want to poach me out of my land or poach me out of my best friend.
Poach you out of your best friend? Are they a tossball player or something?
Ha! No, Kelly ain't no tossballer, though. I reckon she could put the toughest players to shame. It's good having someone like that around. She ain't the brightest bulb, but... can't say I'd have much reason sticking it out in this wilderness without her.
There are hunters giving you trouble?
Damn straight there are. Wish I could go show 'em what for, but... I'm old. And I gotta make sure I don't get Callie into no trouble. Two of us have lived on the reserve for years. Every so often, someone comes by trying to steal our land grant and evict us. We hold our own, but... it's mighty agitating.
Why not just leave?
And do what? Go back to Rizzo's? I defected years ago. Only thing to look forward to would be a summary execution. And I don't reckon Callie'd have much interest either. Nope. Out here's where we're meant to be.
Adam W. says, thank you for the entertainment. That's distraction from life's craziness, especially now. That's why I became a member recently after watching for a few years. You're a gentleman. Best wishes. No, you're a gentleman, Adam. Thank you very much. Glad you became a member and glad you've been watching for all of these years. Well, Cyrus, I can help you deal with those hunters.
Really? Oh, that's great news. Cal, you hear that? We're finally getting some help!
Well, this is quite the unexpected turn of events.
Hey, I think she likes you.
Whoa, I didn't realize it was a primal. Is that a primal? What the hell is it doing here?
Oh, why, that's Callie. I raised her myself when she was wee, and I was one of the first zookeepers at what would have been the Rizzo's all-natural caged animal park. Since Slug took the land complex over and the park was scrapped, she's been my sole companion. Reckon Slug noticed. They figured this place safe enough to entrust me with the land grant for the reserve. Something about it being safer from corporate espionage.
Well, this is an odd situation, but I'm still inclined to help.
Wouldn't expect a stranger to do an unsolicited kindness to a standoffish old man. You're something else. I suspect you'll find the hunters that have been after me beyond the hills on the other side of the river from here.
Oh, those
See
guys.
if you can convince them not to poke around here.
Well, I don't want to kill them. They are, after all, human, and that's a primal, but maybe I can convince them to leave. But first, I have a couple of questions for you.
All right, shoot.
Julian Z says, yes, it's at the restaurant. It looks like an umbrella pole. Oh, cool. I'll go back. What's it like spending your days with a primal?
A lot better than spending your days with a caner, that's for certain. I'm happy out here, and I think Callie is too. Ain't that right, Callie?
pleased rumble. How long have you lived out here?
Oh, quite a few years at this point. It'd be since a couple years before the Rizzo's Slug Complex ownership switch. And after that, well, I ain't sure. It's been a while. And for the most part, it's on the quiet side. Just not when those damn hunters are out and about.
Well, that's all. See you later.
Entering quiet mode.
Wow. Oh, Caliban. That's a big primal. Okay. Do you mind if I explore your farm there, Cyrus? Just gonna nose around a bit. Won't harm anything, I promise. Might steal something. Oh no, it's set to owned. I'm not gonna steal from the old man. There is a chicken. Man, thank God for sprats in this universe. It's like the entire populace subsides on them. Lots of containers. But I don't want him to sick a primal on me. And he's got a little garden. Oh, that's nice. Can I go in his house? Ooh. Nothing in it I want. Okay, well, let's see. Ooh, what's this? Hey, The Dissident Queen, Chapter 2. Have we read this one? Having fought their way past the numerous bandit ambushes and hostile automechanicals, Halcyon Helen and Olympus Opal had found themselves at the gates of the Dissident hideout. I think we have read this. Yes, I think we've read it. All right. Okay, let's go back to the restaurant, get the umbrella melee weapon, go to the hunters, convince them to leave these guys alone, and that I think will be the end of our broadcast, as I'm getting close to running out of time. So the restaurant was over here somewhere close, somewhere there. So umbrella melee weapon. Oh. Pick up clapper. Warning! Item may cause a ringing sound when applied to the head. Ooh. Power attacks with this weapon inflict concuss. Wow, I would have completely missed that. It's a two-handed melee weapon, though. And I don't really use them, but I'm glad I got it from my collection. All right. Let's go see if we can find those hunters. Brian Sanchez says the biggest shame of all this YouTube shenanigans is the lack of Witcher streams. You are just before the best part of the DLC. You'll love it. Thanks, my friend, but never fear. We'll be back with The Witcher in no time. And then Wolf Dragon Tamer says, in Fallout 4, have you ever...
I'm getting the sissy sweats. It's really starting to stink up my armor. That's because you ate a whole pack of sissy bits and left in your suit. What do you expect? You know I don't like the cold. And it's not my fault they made this get-up so snug. Either you scrub off mentally right now, or I'll mark you down for a hygiene violation.
The Sisty Sweats? Really? Ugh. It's just like, as if it couldn't get any worse. Sisty Pigs, you know, they've got the loading slide. It's like every aspect of this game just gets more and more disgusting. Now we've got guys in armor complaining about the Sisty Sweats. Ugh. Anyway, Wolf Dragon Tamer says, in Fallout 4, have you ever taken strong with you to cure a Virgil? I just saw a video on YouTube about it, and it's kind of funny. No, I've never done that. I am now intrigued. Oh, the cysty sweats. Who's this guy? Oh, it's Victoria Foxworth.
You don't look like one of my hunters. What are you doing here?
Are you perhaps hunting one Cyrus Walgren?
Maybe I am, maybe I'm not. What's your business with him? Or with me?
Well, we could kill her. We could say that we're here to kill her. We could actually kill her. Or we could pass an intimidation check of 105 to say, your agents looking for him are dead. You better leave before the same happens to you.
A threat? Seems you've forgotten you're outnumbered. Safety's off, everyone. Seems our prey has wandered to us.
And it didn't work. Whoops. We could say, and here I am trying to be civil, or we could get all poetic and say, I will remove your heart and bury it. A crimson tree shall be your only memory.
Watch out! You walked it!
Wait for company ammo.
Whoops. It didn't quite go the way I had expected, but we can try again. Why did I not get a dialogue option that gave me a more positive outcome? Could I perhaps put on different gear? Let's try my Persuade of 7 outfit and my dialogue skills of 10 outfit. That's going to make it hard if they do turn hostile.
You don't know how grateful I am to the morale improvement program. It changed my life.
I mean, I really don't want to have to kill these guys. They're just doing their jobs and they're already suffering from the cysty sweats, but...
You don't look like one of my hunters. Maybe I am.
He sent me to kill you. Give me a reason why I shouldn't.
Certainly. I pay better.
You know, that is a sufficient reason. Please go on.
Your employer is an ex-Rizzo's employee who defected to Slug. He's currently in possession of a land grant that is rightfully ours. You cross him off and grab us that land grant, I'll see you rewarded. Handsomely.
I mean, there are like 6 people here. Do we kill 6 people just to protect one crazed hermit with his pet? I mean, he does have the land grant. It appears to be rightfully his, which is why these guys are coming in force to get it. And the only one protecting him is his pet. On second thought, I'm not impressed. I'd rather just kill you.
Oh, you void-damned sprat fuck. To arms, everybody. The old man's trying to scratch us off.
Incoming. I've had quite enough of you!
Sterling is this unit's middle name.
That's the last of them.
And in my persuasion gear, too. Haha! Well... Sad there wasn't a more diplomatic outcome to this. Poor guy and their cysty sweats. Man. Oh well. I'm not gonna let them steal some old man's land. Let's put my armor back on. Who knows? I might actually get in combat.
We got trouble. Never anger a man of the cloth.
Ah!
neutralizing effect on
I mean,
that toxin.
this weapon is awesome, but it fires so slowly. Holy cow. Ah!
Your life was merely an illusion anyway. Everyone all right?
Woo! Yeah, this I like this. It's much better than the flamethrower. Golly. Mantisaur everywhere. Gemma the Tea Lady with a donation says, "For the F-bombs." Thank you, Gemma. Well, old man, I got some good news for you.
Back, I see. You come bringing good news?
That's what I said. Let's just say I showed your enemies exactly how much I resent hunting.
Ah! Oh, me almighty. You know how to bolster an old man's spirits. Oh, thank you kindly, stranger. Oh, you're right, Cal. How could I forget? Oh, here's a reward for your trouble.
Back at you, ma'am. The pen. What's the pen? Did I get something called the pen? Hammersmith. Level 33. Long gun. The pen is mightier than the sword, especially this one. It's a notary's best friend. 1,264 DPS. I mean, this one's better, but I have upgraded it. Now that's a shotgun. Oh. Oh, is it a shotgun or a rifle? That's a shotgun. Getting all the good shotguns. Thank you, Cyrus. See you later, monster person. Caliban. I said I needed to end the broadcast, didn't I? Yeah.
This unit has exhausted its library of pre-approved responses. Resetting library now.
Caliban, the heartless beast. So he was part of the caged exhibition before this became a wildlife reserve. Well, I want to kill something with the shotgun before I leave. Did I kill all the mantisaurs already? I want to kill something with my brand new shiny shotgun. Oh, it's Frederick Blossom with an axe in his back. The Man Splitter. What? We're getting all sorts of unique items here. The Man Splitter, a two-handed melee weapon, improvised weapon, cut them in half and count the rings. Attacks with this weapon deal increased damage to humans. What happened here? Frederick Blossom. Is that it? We're not... No story along with this? Just a dead guy with an axe in his back? Okay. Where am I? I'm way over there. Okay, so that's where I need to go for the quest destination. If I want a random mantisaur to kill, it's probably wandering the plains over here. What's this? Ah! Ho, ho, ho! Yeah! cow, these guys are tough.
One order of frickin' fan coming up. You may agree, Sam, health alert. Disclaimer. SAM units are not equipped to provide medical aid.
Oh, but this thing is so much better.
May you find peace in death.
This gun is awesome. It's a Gatling. It saved my bacon. I mean, the shotgun was really cool. That knockback effect shot that primal sky high. But that was a tough fight. That was a lot of primals that I had to fight. Adam W says, at least no horse abuse this stream, lol. No, I'm being nice to the animals in this broadcast. I'm not punching them. Oh, what's this over here now? Gosh, I gotta stop. A few more minutes. So that's the bridge that leads to the factory I need to go to. There's a few more pieces of wilderness out here that are on the other side of this river. Let's see if we can find those bodies over here. Hi! Who are you? These are the tourists!
You know, I never imagined Spencer Woolrich would outlive Halcyon Helen.
There's a killer on the loose, Inspector. Step lively.
No, these aren't the tourists. They're still alive. Just a bunch of hunters. All right, let's see what this building is over here. And then we'll save.
Here's a little trick I learned in prison.
Centrifuge mode activated. Resistance is resistant to cleaning efforts.
Everyone all right?
I'm on fire, but I think I'm okay. What's this now? Terraformer. No, it's some sort of drill. Some sort of saw. Oh.
I'll take your confession now.
Recycle back to industrial Spain.
Vicar Max went down hard. Oh, wow, Sam. Nice. Before I could even get to him. This is a pretty island. Look at all these wildflowers. full.
Reminder, lying in the dirt is unsanitary. Please, that's all complete.
The Gatling is just way better, though. I mean, this thing is just nuts. I love it. All right, this guy over here was trying to help us. Hey, who are you?
What is this? Another soul willing to brave the dangers of the wilderness? How thrilling to find my paramour out here in the wilds. Virgil Henderson at your service. Board surprise auditor and 5th finest shot this side of Halcyon. Delighted to meet you.
Someone said something about Virgil in chat. I think we found him. Well, quite the... well, no, that would probably be rude. Are you a hotel guest touring the reserve? Where are your guards?
Guards? Don't make me laugh. How could I conduct surprise audits with an entourage of companions? I considered establishing a base of operations at the hotel, but feared someone would spot me. Discretion is extremely important for one such as myself. I'm here to conduct a surprise audit of the local holy caves, Rizzo's lone leased property in the reserve. It is rather notedly empty. Worse, it seems the evacuation occurred without anyone filing the proper emergency paperwork. Tut-tut.
Tut-tut indeed. The bunker was evacuated forever ago. You're years late.
That's why it's a surprise. With all this in mind, there is a small issue. I actually conducted an investigation of this facility several years ago. Since my biometric data might still be registered, it's possible that my entering the facility would not be legally classified a surprise. It's a puzzle, to be sure.
Why does it matter if it's legally a surprise if no one's in the bunker to be surprised?
I may be a dashing, gunslinging space auditor, but even I know better than to question protocol. The more order there is, the less suffering. It's basic science. Suffice it to say, it doesn't behoove one of Halcyon's most prolific auditors to try to bend the rules when he thinks no one's looking. Because, my friend, someone's always looking.
I might be able to go in and conduct your investigation for you, for a price.
An uncertain suggestion. There are no shortage of legal loopholes for freelance work, but I fear setting my work on the shoulders of someone I've never met before. I may be able to hire you, but let me ask you a question to see if you're fit to represent me first. How much do you know about free market economics?
Oh, God. Shall we intimidate the guy? Now let's pass an intelligence check to say, I know that as a freelancer, I'm more cost-effective than dying.
That's a sufficient amount of market knowledge indeed. I knew you were the right person for the job. Head into the holy caves and see what you can find. Keep your eyes open for journals, terminals, data pads, anything that might contain info about the operation. I'm counting on you.
All right, find the geological surveys. This guy's awesome. I like him. All right, we're going to do a hard save and investigate the holy caves when we return. When that will be, I do not know. So follow me on Twitter if you haven't already, where I make announcements about all of my upcoming streams and unscheduled live streams. I might find time tomorrow. I might find time Thursday. Who knows exactly? The only date that is set is Scotch and Smoke Rings Thursday night, probably around 8:30 to 9 o'clock p.m. Pacific time, where we will have a Q&A, an hour-long Q&A, where you have questions and I have answers, and then we will be playing A Plague's Tale: Innocence, a really fun game. Fascinating story. It's a stealth game. We played a bit of it last week. I hope you're looking forward to it. New tactics video for the weekend on Coldwater. Really interesting mission. Stay tuned for that. I've got to head on out. I'm already a little bit late, so I'm going to leave you guys now. Thanks again for coming. Have a wonderful rest of your Monday, and I'll see you again very soon with more live streams and more lore videos. Bye-bye now.